Oh, we survive. Oh, we survive.
Jet.
What's going on?
Hold on.
What's up?
I have to tell you there are some heavy hitters in there.
You know that show was 3 though, right? We can't do 6 like the last time.
Yeah,
That was too
we
much.
got you.
That was too much.
I said we got you.
All right.
Good luck.
Whatever. What do you mean, heavy hitters? Got this mic on, man. Is it on or what? There you go. All right. Guess y'all didn't spare no lights, huh? All right. Happy Valentine's Day to the ladies.
I love you. I love you.
And happy Black History Month to everybody else.
FBI, open up!
They said there was going to be some heavy hitters up in here, and they were absolutely correct. A lot of respect for these guys. It's only the 3, right? Yeah. Okay. A lot of respect for these 3 guys. They got me some cue cards up here so I know exactly who the 3 guys are and what they've done for us as a people. So I'm gonna allow each one of y'all to talk, and then I'm gonna go about explaining to the people who y'all are and why y'all are revered to my staff and me as being, heavy hitters. So, without further ado, I don't think I have anything else. I'm not apologizing for the J. Cole and the Michael Jackson reaction. I got a lot of good feedback from those reactions, and I appreciate everybody who contributed to those reactions. But, I don't think 379 people is wrong about watching something, especially given it's like my 5th time doing this. So, I'm only going to get better. And, I look forward to hearing what you guys got to say, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as petty as, my imagination is making it out to be. So, I am looking forward to what y'all have to say. Who want to go first? Big W.E.B, you can go first.
Hello, Jet the Default.
What's going on?
I am W.E.B. Bois.
Yes, you are, sir.
I help build institutions that demanded excellence from our people.
And I appreciate it. Yep.
As your platform grows, are you building something disciplined or something convenient?
Some discipline or something convenient. Well, both. You know, I want people to know that I'm taking this seriously, and taking this seriously means discipline. I also want them to know that the convenience is what I want to bring to them. So through my discipline, I believe that it'll be convenient for my viewers, you know, to be able to watch it with ease, you know, and not feeling no type of a way about it. But that's what this generation is about. They want convenience. You know, everything, all of the big business, everything they have in common is convenience. So, you got Amazon, they convenient. You know, you can get anything from there. You got DoorDash, Grubhub, all of these guys, you know, they making all this money because they convenient, you know, but the discipline is there because they wouldn't last without it. So I would like to, you know, put my hat in the ring of those guys and be disciplined and convenient at the same time. All of the best people that do content creation, you know, not only is they convenient because you can find them as soon as you open YouTube or wherever the streaming platform is, but they're disciplined enough to keep the content coming. So, you know, looking at that blueprint that they set for me and people like me, I want to bring that and add my own flavor to that. So, to answer your question, both would be ideal. Both is the goal, to be disciplined and to be convenient. I think both of those things will be in my favor, and they'll definitely show in the numbers and the subscribers and the likes and the dislikes. Because I'm going to take them both. Likes, dislikes, I don't care. Subscribe, come to hate, come to love, just come. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the question. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and shout these guys out. That was W.E.B. Bois. And some of his accomplishments, not all, but some include pioneering sociologist, historian, civil rights activist, first African American to earn a PhD in Harvard, co-founded the NAACP, and he edited an influential magazine called The Crisis. Thank you for each and every one of those things, because whether I acknowledge it or not, and whether I know it or not, all of those things had something to do with me being in the position I am in today. So thank you very much, W.E.B. Du Bois. And yes, y'all said they heavy hitters. That was a question that definitely I'm appreciative of, and I hope I answered it to the best of my ability, and that you'll take it with you as you go along your merry way, sir. All right. Who do I have next? John Hope Franklin. Go ahead.
Hello, Jet the Default. My name is John Hope Franklin.
Yes, sir.
I spent my life making sure our history was recorded with truth and care. When people look back at what you're building, will they see entertainment or preservation?
Entertainment or preservation. I think the best entertainment will be preserved. So I think the best content in general will be preserved. I want to be entertaining, but I also don't want to be fake. So I'm not going to go, you know, out of my way to do something that don't feel natural to me. You know, and it's more on the horizon. I could be better. You know, it's parts of me that you don't know, that you haven't seen. The more I get comfortable in this role, the more you'll see, you know, of me. And I'm almost positive it's going to be entertaining. But like I said, if you're going to do something, do it all the way. Do it with all of your heart. Do it all do it with all of your mental capacity, and put the discipline in. Like, you know, I told W.E.B, and it'll be preserved. You know, and it's in history. Like what you do, sir. The history shows that people that put they all into something are remembered. If you take shortcuts, you won't be remembered. You know, it's people that you say, what's his name? You know, them people that, you know, didn't necessarily put everything into what they was doing, but the ones that put everything into it and showed up every day, disciplined, you see those guys, they last forever. You know, just like a J. Cole and a Michael Jackson. If y'all didn't see that reaction, go ahead and check it out. But just like those guys, they put everything in it. They will be remembered. One is remembered because he has passed on, the late, great Michael Jackson. So much so that they doing a movie. And I think it's 2 or 3 movies just about him. So, you know, that shows that hard work pays off. That shows that you can be entertaining and remembered if you put everything into it. And that's what I plan on doing. So entertainment, people not going to watch without it. You know, you got to have something appealing about you to watch. So that, to me, is in the realm of entertainment, and the preservation will be there at the end. And, you know, my goal is to ensure that when you come here, you leave with something. So, thank you. That's it. Thank you, John Hope Franklin. And you never heard his name before, but I'm gonna go ahead and read off some of his accomplishments. So in 1947, he wrote a book called Slavery for Freedom, From Slavery to Freedom, a history of African Americans. It was the first of its kind. It was made so that people that was not African American would learn about African Americans, and not only learn about them, but learn about their culture and learn about their history and what they had to go through in order to reach the positions that we were in at that time. So it was more of a transparency that needed to be done in order for empathy or sympathy to be introduced from outside of our race. And it did play a part. It played a part in not only people learning more about us, but in us learning more about ourselves. So, and carrying the torch forward. So, he taught at Howard University, University of Chicago, Duke University, and others. He was a civil rights activist, fought against segregation. He assisted Thurgood Marshall in the case of Brown versus the Board of Education, which is why most of us go to the school of our choice if we put in the work. And he was the first black president of American History Association. First black president of American Historical Association. Sorry about that. But I'm not sorry that I gave you your flowers. I appreciate what you've done. If nobody else says it, thank you for making sure that not only me, but my children shout out to the greatest and Kiwi Butter Biscuit. But they're able to get the education of the same caliber as anybody else in this country. So I appreciate that. And I hope that everybody else does too. I know it's a good percentage, but I hope everyone appreciates that. All right. I think we're making good time, y'all. What you think? Yeah. This ain't gonna be no 30-minute video. I know that much. All right, who's next is Carter G. Woodson.
Hello, Jet Donuts.
No, it's Jet the default, man.
All right, Leonard.
Hey.
Is that better?
No, it's not, sir.
All right, then listen up. My name is Carter G. Woodson.
Okay, how you doing?
So this is 2026.
It is.
Wow. Our people have gotten so sensitive and ignorant that they get angry just because you call them what they were born as.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Leonard?
Max, stop.
I built Black History Month so our story would not be overlooked.
I appreciate it.
I did.
Yeah.
No cap, as you say these days.
Okay. Yeah.
Google it. It used to be called Negro Week. On God. The name is Carter Godwin Woodson, and I ain't ducking no smoke.
Whoa.
I stay outside, real, seriously, with the audience you're building. What responsibility do you believe you, Leonard, carry?
Responsibility. What responsibility I carry, huh? First of all, that was a lot, man. I mean, goodness. You didn't have to come at, everybody's neck like that. I'm kind of dumbfounded at the moment, actually. I mean, what responsibility do I carry? I mean, I bear the responsibility of transparency. Being the person that I am on screen as I am off screen. If I know something, I say something. And I do it using my artistic skills, being creative. I mean, really, if you alive, you got a responsibility to the next generation, to show them how to be and to show them what's possible. And I won't duck that smoke, as you were saying. So, with that being said, I will ensure that they don't come to my channel and leave in a way where they didn't learn anything, or leave in a way where they're going to be negative towards the next person. There's a lot of negative content out here. I've said it before, but this is the most difficult time in human history because everything is so accessible. This is the era of awareness. When you say sensitivity, I think awareness, because there's nothing underneath the rug anymore. Everything is out in the open. Everybody, if you want to know something, you can find out these days. There's no shortage of people putting all of their business out on Front Street and everything that comes with it, So unlike myself, when I was a young man, you had to really dig to find out, things that was supposed to be only accessible to the grown-ups. And even that barrier was starting to thin a little bit when I was, getting up in age as a young person still. But now it's not like that. Every young person know everything about whatever they choose to, whatever they desire. So it can be a very, very challenging thing to ensure that your message gets across to these kids. These very, and grown-ups alike, very influenced grown-ups and kids. But kids more so because grown-ups, they kind of know better, and kids, they really don't. They spend just as much time with their parents as they do on their phones or on tablets or listening to other kids and these other kids' phones and tablets. So, it's a lot of influence going on. So, I will take up the responsibility of making sure when you come see me on JetLion TV that it won't be anything on there that's going to make you want to go out there and commit atrocities. You're going to get something that you can take with you and become a better person. That's all I really want. I want people to be able to come to me and it be a safe haven, and you have a good time for a little while, and you leave with that good feeling and go and do some good work out there in the world. You never know who you impact with just those small little minutes that you have somebody's attention. They could take that with them and run with it. So I will take on that responsibility of knowing that it's people out there like that. And I want them to know that somebody out there knows them. If you become a part of my family, my the manifestors, you will feel love. And you will feel wanted, and you will feel like you're a part of something bigger than yourself.
Aww.
Because when you come to me, that's what I will be projecting in everything that I do. Right now, I'm still brand new. I only did 6 or 7 episodes. I'm brand new. I'm learning the ropes the hard way. I refuse to do it in the background because this is a part of the transparency that I want to project, which is I don't really know everything about this game, everything about this organization and this profession, but I'm going to learn on the job. So, keep watching. Keep watching. My responsibility will show itself more so in every episode to follow. So, keep watching. Thank you for the question. That was such an open-ended question. It was like, I'm going forever about it, but I think I did enough. I think I did it justice. Thank you, Carter G. Woodson. Thank you very much, sir. And I got one for you too, so don't worry about it. His accomplishments include Father of Black History. That's a boss title right there. Founder of Black History Month, also. It originally was called Negro History Week, which he clearly informed me before the question. He founded Association for the Study of African American Life and History, also known as ASALH. That was founded in 1915 to ensure Black contributions were recognized. He is the author of The Miseducation of the Negro back in 1933. He pioneered the following: systematic study of Black history, training a generation of historians and pushing for the inclusion of Black history in schools. One of his famous quotes is as follows: if race, I want to say this correctly. Hold up. A race without history would become a negligible factor in the thought of the world. I'm going to say that again. A race without history would become a negligible factor in the thought of the world. Wow. What does that mean to me? If it's not recorded, it didn't exist. That's what it means. We are a very complicated race because we came from Africa, but we've been in America for 250 years worth of generations. So that's a long time, you know, to be not in the place of your racial birth. So we kind of just, we're offsprings of Africans, but we became America's child, the America that we know today. We didn't have it easy growing up. If we never said anything about it, then everybody would just assume that we came from Africa to America to be free. If these three guys that I mentioned here today, these guys, if they didn't record what happened, people would assume, because today we are free, they would assume we came from Africa to America for a better life. That would be the story, because all you know is where we came from and where we are now. Without these guys and that beautiful, detailed history that they ensured would never be forgotten, we would be forgotten. What my father's father had to go through would be forgotten. And why is it important that it's not forgotten? Because you want to know why we are what we are and how we are, you got to understand where we came from. It's the best way to explain it. Every family has a tradition. Every family tries to make sure that that tradition is not forgotten. This is our tradition. This is where we came from, and this is where we are now. And this is what we had to do to get there. I'm very proud to be who I am. I'm very proud to be on the journey I'm on. And I'm very thankful for whoever watched this video to the very end. I think that's it. Thank y'all for coming. Heavy hitters. I hope that didn't hurt nobody's ears. All right, I'm out here. I have to get my phone.